the KG Lounge. The proposition is God exists. I'm going to be taking the affirmative. One is going to be taking the negation, aka the agnostic view. And the judge for this debate is going to be NL Hero. I guess I have my first question. You said you're agnostic. Can you motivate the doxastic state? Are you stun locked? Speak, pussy.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
I asked you to motivate the doxastic state.
The doxastic state, and what is that?
Oh, you don't know what dogs? Oh, this is like epistemology 101. Doxastic states are just going to be indexed towards the agent's beliefs that they actively uphold. There are 3 doxastic states. The first one is you believe in the proposition. The second one is you have some type of strong disbelief in the proposition. And the third one is going to be suspension of belief. Now, typically when you're going to be agnostic, you're taking one of the 3 doxastic states. So I'm asking you, can you motivate the doxastic state there?
What does motivation follow in relation towards the agnostic stance? I'm confused on that. What do you mean by
when you have these type of doxastic states, typically you're going to be affirming that you have this type of doxastic state. You're affirming that you, the agent here, presumably you are a rational agent. I don't know if you are a rational agent, but presumably you are. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt here. Presumably you're a rational agent and you're gonna act on the basis of reason. Oh, you don't think you're rational?
Maybe under how you're interpreting these doxastic.
You don't think you're rational?
Let me respond. Maybe under these, I guess, how you're describing.
Wait, do you think you're rational? Yes or no?
Wait, hold on, brother, hold on.
Are you rational? Yes or no?
Answer your question. I would definitely answer your question.
Yeah, I want an answer.
Yeah, maybe under how we, I guess, articulate epistemology, and when it comes to motivation, one, I'm unclear on the type of motivation that is being utilized here within the conversation. Secondly, I'm confused on why
motivation. It can be monotonic or diffusible context sensitive type of inferences. But I want an answer to my question. Are you rational?
Can you let me finish, please? Yeah, and even when talking about these type of things, I'm confused on why there's going to be some sort of necessary condition when talking about these things. You're making these.
I didn't say there was any type of necessary conditions. I don't know why you're asking me that. But you actually haven't answered my question. Are you rational? You don't want to answer the question of whether or not you're rational when we engage in this debate?
If there isn't a necessary condition, when I don't.
You don't want to answer the question of you're rational. You don't want to answer that.
I have a set of things that I have to talk about.
Okay, are you rational? Yes or no?
I would get to that. Why do you continue?
The retard is ducking the question of him being rational. This is crazy. He doesn't even want to affirm that he's a rational agent. This guy is retarded. Are you a retard or are you rational? Which one is it? It's unlocked? This guy is so booty, bro.
All right.
Are you gonna answer the question? Are you rational?
I'm gonna try to go one more time. If you cut me off, you got it. Like you want, like I really don't care. Like I'm saying, when you're talking about motivation, I'm confused on why motivation is going to be some sort of one. He already considered that it's not going to be necessary. So when talking about an agnostic stance, there's not going to be some sort of necessary condition that is laid out on why I have to get motivation for it. So when I don't have to. Third, I'm supposing he's going to give some list of reasons on why it's going to be.
Well, there's a distinction between.
Why is it going to be meaningful?
You're confused. You're saying shit that's confused. There's a distinction between necessary conditions and being obligated relative to some given dialectical model. So relative to my dialectical model, it is the case that you have to answer this question. But what I'm saying is there's no necessary conditions that are embedded within my conceptual model. When I ask you the question, but you still haven't answered whether or not you're rational. So, I mean, if you are irrational, I think
you just cut me off.
I don't want to talk to irrational, retarded.
You just cut me off. You just cut me off. One, me being irrational or rational is completely fine. You can have your subjective term of how it is. I believe I'm rational under how I perceive it to be. I don't know what you're trying to get at this point.
Okay, so then presumably you would have this type of doxastic state when you're affirming these type of agnosticism, right? So I'm asking, can you motivate the doxastic state? You still haven't motivated the doxastic state. And you have to motivate the doxastic state under my dialectical obligation model. You're obligated within this dialectic to motivate the doxastic state.
Why is your model true? What carries any justification for the model?
Oh, I don't affirm that it's true, but I affirm that it's pragmatically acceptable. You can just
why is it pragmatically acceptable?
Yeah, it's pragmatically acceptable insofar as it's conflict-free, and the reason why it's going to be conflict-free is because within the set of our conceptual model, none of the members within the set serve as some type of attack relation to the set. Oh, what does it mean to be circular? What does it mean to be circular?
When we're talking about the framework,
what does it mean to be circular?
Internally, at least.
You don't even know what you're charging me with.
Can you stop? I am. So when we're talking about
what does it mean to be circular?
When we're analyzing,
what does it mean to be circular?
There doesn't need to be some sort of confliction. I can grant there not being any sort of confliction within the internal framework. That's completely fine. But what I'm asking
that's what it means to be pragmatically acceptable.
I'm asking for no, bro. Pragmatic justification is outside of the framework. Yes, the framework uses it to justify the premises, but we do not go back to the framework when using pragmatic justification. We go to things in which that exist in the external scenario, which is reality. You retard. So we say that the proposition is true given instances in reality. And those instances are going to be things such as practices, it being utilized. So when we're talking about this type of thing, why is it going to be the case that in reality, this thing is going to be something in which that is useful in a, I guess, meaningful sense? Because it can be useful, but it can be useful, but in a sense in which that is negative towards your view, and in a sense where there are positive inconsistencies within reality. So I want to justify that part. Again, you still haven't explained why we should even accept pragmatic justification here. To make it clear, when we're talking about internal things, I can say or affirm some sort of another point of view and say that that system is true internally. And given how they internally talk about
Yeah,
pragmatic
is he done yapping?
pragmatic
Okay, I
justification,
appreciate you. I
but it
just let
doesn't
you yap
seem
for
to
like
be
30
no real
seconds. So
contradiction.
look,
It doesn't matter.
this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to ask you this question, and I want you to answer. When I said it's pragmatically acceptable, what did I define that term
Do
to
you
be?
want me to go to conclusions? The definition doesn't matter. I think
When
it's.
I said that it's pragmatically, oh, it does matter relative to my dialectical model, by the way.
I don't care
But
about your
when I said my
model.
model is
Why
pragmatically
why
acceptable,
should we care
what do
about
you
it,
think
though?
that's? Are you going to answer that?
Oh, I didn't hear your question. Your mic cut
Yeah,
out.
I said when I held to this type of idea that my model is going to be that for which is pragmatically acceptable. What do you think I was saying there?
Something in which that is conflict free internally.
Yeah, and what does it mean to be conflict free? I think I
I
explicated
guess
it. What did it?
there to be no contradictions within the real propositions and things of that sort.
Nope, I didn't say anything about contradictions. I
But what do you
said that
think
no
confliction
member
mean?
within the set serves as an attack relation
And what
or
do
a
you think an attack
defeating
relation
relation
is?
towards
What
these
does
type.
that mean?
Yeah, it's going to be some type of undercutting relation, right?
And what does that mean?
Yeah, undercutting relations are just that for which give us reason to reject the theory or reasons
Oh,
to reject.
so what you're saying is there isn't going to be reasons within the series, within the framework, that gives us some reasons to reject the framework itself, correct? There
Yeah,
isn't going
and
to
that's
be.
all it means to be pragmatically
Exactly. That's what you
acceptable.
call a
Yeah.
fucking contradiction. There isn't going to be no contradictions, dumbass. It's the same thing.
No,
So
contradictions
can
are
you
going to be
stop? Can
reference
you
towards
stop?
some proposition in
You're
its direct
actually retarded.
negation. Reasons to believe are
Contradictions
actually going to be
derive from a
that for
set of
which is
reasons when you
normative.
are.
We're not
You're
talking about
stupid.
propositional
Contradictions can
logic. We're
be.
not talking about propositions in their negation. What we are talking about right now is normative reasons to reject or
You're
reasons to
fucking
believe the theory.
retarded. Oh my god. When you're talking about
So look,
reasons,
this is what we
these
can do. We
reasons
can
can still
conclude
be
here. You didn't want to. You
I
didn't
don't
answer
grant
the
that.
question of whether or
I don't
not you're rational for
I
about
don't
5
grant that.
consecutive
I don't
minutes. Maybe
I don't
because you knew that you weren't
I
actually
don't want to go
rational
to
and you didn't want to lie, but then you
I
felt
don't want to
pressured
go
to
to
lie halfway through, and you said you were
I don't want to
rational
go
when
to
it's clear that you're fucking not. You're a dumb
I
fuck
don't want to go
retard,
to
and we can conclude here.
I don't want to go
Um,
to conclusions.
yo,
Sorry.
NL, do you want to force conclude? This guy, I did
I
what I
want
had
to
to do.
force. Yeah, I want to
It's
force
up to him.
conclusions. I force conclusions.
All right.
All right, who won? Give verdict.
All right, so Cap won so bad that there's no concept of a diff. He just won like beyond neg, infinite diff.
All right. That's GG.